Alongside. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Taking a look at Houston.
And there are stretches like this where you have a cluster of games. That's just the reality of an NBA schedule. Depth becomes huge. Just getting little spurts out of your bench can make all the difference.
Now here's Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And how much fun is it to watch these guys move the basketball, Clark?
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
And it's the Knicks with the ball after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Vassell's shot is good.
And when wings take it down low, good things happen.
Now here's Doncic, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Dunn outside. Thompson scanning the floor. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Wallace outside. From outside, off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Ball throws it down.
Oh, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
Now here's Doncic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Wallace outside. From deep three-point range. And it's New York with a rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Doncic on the wing. Out to Thompson. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Allen. After the basket by New York on the other end. It's a halt to run. And Thompson gets it to go.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Left side, Durant. Here's Carter. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Stolen by Vassell. Over to the wing. Here's Christie. Nails it from 3.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution.
And Doncic has got the ball here for Houston. 9-point game. Dunn outside. Doncic into the lane. Pass to Wallace. There's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute, and KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop, and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13, 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that, what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Vassell. Back to Matherin. Now Vassell. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, going up there. Vassell showing off his hops.
Wallace outside. Pass to Allen. Now Doncic. Pounded by Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Knicks leading by 9. Right side, Porter. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Hachimura with a rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that late.
Here's Stewart. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Back to Vassell. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Stewart.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Here's Jones. And rejected. It's stolen by Brogdon. .114 left in the first quarter. Here's James. He got a piece of it. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. A minute 6 left to play in the first quarter. Now Porter. No points so far. Jones with the block. Here's Brogdon. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Brogdon so strong and so composed. Does an excellent job of playing through physical defense.
The drive by Porter. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Vassell. Picked by Stewart. 4 on the clock. Vassell, right side. Ooh, some solid defense from Brogdon. Doncic with it. 6 points for him. Pass to James. And here's Doncic. It's tipped. Here's Porter. And so it's New York with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues. It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
To the paint. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Ball left side. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Schroeder.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And we played through the first minute here in the second. 5 to shoot. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing. How he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that. And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Thompson with a steal. James outside. Offline with a 3.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
On the wing, Durant. And his scoring average impressive, putting up 17 a game. Tries yet again. Easy money for KD inside.
Durant with tremendous touch. He's just a natural scorer.
Rockets trail by 12. Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Wallace. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wallace has got his first 3 points of the game.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
The drive by Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
He can get it to the rack, too. Porter Jr. unafraid to slice his way to the cup.
On the wing, Thompson. Back to Brogdon. Over Porter. Wallace outside. Out to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Wallace. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Durant for 3. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
Poetry in motion. Such a smooth stroke. You assume when Durant lets it go, that 3 ball's going down.
Now here's Brogdon. Inside. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Much more efficient this quarter. Feeling more and more confident.
Here's Thompson. He's got 5. Pass to Allen. The 3. The rebound by Carter. New York leading by 14. Now Porter. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
That's the defense's fault right there. You can't allow Durant to get that kind of position.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 16. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Doncic. Doncic punches it home.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
Up top Ball. 6 points for him. With the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Ball's got 8.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Wallace outside. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
New York leading by 14. The 3 from Ball. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. 1:56 left in the first half of this game. Here's Allen. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Allen's got 4 points in the quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
3 points.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Stewart outside, down low. Matherin. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, when your wings like Matherin are going close in, it's a great sign for this offense.
Pass to Doncic. The 3-ball. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Vassell can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 15. Doncic right side. Shoots over ball. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's the 3. Pure from three-point range. Ball's got 7 points for the quarter. 5 ticks left in the second period. And here's Doncic outside. And so it's New York, feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. Back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. There's Ball with a 3. And the Knicks, another 3.
Yeah, you got to admire really how smoothly Ball takes over games with his scoring. I mean, he knows he can pretty much get his shot off at any time from any spot.
Dunn outside. Pass to James. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it to Doncic. Up and over Carter. Sinks the tray. Allen's got 9.
You know, for Allen, to me, guys, it's about getting into a rhythm. And once he does, he's got no problem catching and shooting.
Ball into the lane. It's hauled in by Houston. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Wallace with it. He's got 5. Doncic on the wing. Fades back. Christie with a rebound.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Here's Ball. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Pass to Allen. Back to Doncic. Here's Wallace. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. He's got 7.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Off with the layup. And so James will bring it up for Houston. It's an 18-point game. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
Wallace outside. Pass to Dunn. Stolen by Vassell. There's the three. Doncic pulls down the board. Rockets trail by 18. Out to James. Again, Houston.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
And New York has possession. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Carter. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 6. They double team Durant. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Christie's shot is off. James deciding where to go with it. Doncic outside. Launches it from deep. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Outside Durant. LeBron with the rebound. Rockets trail by 16. From deep three-point land. Doncic, no good.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Teams making some changes here. Up top, Vassell. 9 points in the game. Clock at 6. No good with a layup. Doncic outside. Pass to James. Oh, LeBron, just too much to handle inside.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
The kick out to Ball. To get back on track. And Ball throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
From behind the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Vassell outside. Over Brogdon. Vassell's shot is good. Vassell's got 11 points.
And Vassell can get that shot anytime he wants.
And Doncic launches from deep. Mathurin with a rebound.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Mathurin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
Doncic left side to the inside. And the layup is good.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
New York leading by 19. Pass to Vassell. 56 seconds left in the third. And he drives in. Deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Stripped it away. Doncic outside. Left side, Brogdon. Back to Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Drains the triple. He's got 14.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's James on the wing. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. And Doncic launches from deep. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Just 4 seconds left in the third. He got it up. And that's not going to go. And so it's the New York Knicks. They have a confident 20-point. Lead right now. It hasn't taken them too many shots.
63.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
On the wing, Durant. Lets it fly. Off target from the wing. Rockets trail by 20. Pass to Doncic. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Outside Durant. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the
Here's
floor.
Porter. Knocked away. It's stolen by Doncic. Back comes Houston in transition. And Brogdon caps off the break.
Wow, I mean, that is really deep. But Brogdon continues to show he's a dangerous three-point shooter, even 4 or 5 feet behind the line.
Pass to Durant. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And here's Thompson. Back to Allen. 5 on the clock. Here's Dunn. The Knicks with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Christie. Outside Durant. Porter with it. Here's Christie. Three-pointer off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Doncic outside. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Stewart. Pass to Durant. Here's Christie. From downtown. Drills it from deep.
3 points.
And the Knicks lead by 19.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
On the wing, Thompson. Oh, from deep. Kevin Durant with a rebound. New York leading by 19. Lets a three fly. And again, New York with the triple.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Hey, a rare three-pointer from him.
Well, here in the second half, it's pretty obvious. They've gone to the long ball to try to keep pace.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Both teams will make substitutions. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Ball looks over the floor. Outside Mathurin. Back to Ball. Nice D from Thompson. Rockets trail by 19. To the middle. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And you know, guys, all it takes is inside positioning. As soon as you give Allen that, it's pretty much a wrap.
Pass to Mathurin. Ball outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, it's a must to avoid fouling Ball. I mean, he's excellent. Taking it to the defense and drawing the contact.
And so Ball nails both of them. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Carter. Vassell with it. Now Thompson defending. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it. They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Hachimura outside. New York, no good that time either. Rockets trail by 17. Who poked away. And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. A big group substitution here for New York. And so Porter will bring it up for the New York Knicks. 22 was their biggest lead. On the wing, Durant. The 3, Mathurin. New York again can't hit. And it's Houston's ball. Trailing by 17. James with the ball. Durant covering. Schroeder can't get it to go. And New York has possession. Right side Durant. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Knicks lead by 19.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
Pass to Thompson. To the inside. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
Oh, what a pass. Those 2 read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points, worked out just fine.
Outside Matherin. Back to Ball. Outside Durant. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, my goodness! A ridiculous slam!
That was nice.
Insane throwdown right there.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Knicks.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And they increased their win total to 29.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Kevin Durant.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
And so New York takes this one by a bit.
You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need some water, I need Tyler, I need Money, Rebecca, Serena, Selena.